I'm here at Eats and Beats in Addington Street in Ramsgate to talk to local artist and beachcomber Jane Hills Kinsella about an amazing piece of environmental artwork that she's got on show here. Hi Jane, so can you tell us about your art project, Pegwell Plastic?
Well, yeah, it started really because I've got a couple of dogs and I regularly walk along from the West Cliff in Ramsgate to Pegwell Bay, and just over several years I've been picking up rubbish, and I've always been a bit of a collector of lots of different things, but when I kept finding the same things, whether it be stirrers or ice cream scoops, fishing reels, thrown away lighters, children's toys from the beach, I thought, this is madness. I started sort of collating.
You started collecting them,
and I was finding them in all different colours, and I thought I could do something with this. And so that's really how it started. And my family, one Christmas, we decided that we didn't want to kind of be commercial, so we wanted to make each other presents. So I just gave little bits of art that were pertinent to them. My sister's an occupational therapist.
Right.
I found a doll's leg, and so I made a piece of art for her with a little poem.
Yeah, I see.
And, you know, people saw them and said, you should do more of this, this is great.
Absolutely,
And really that's how it started, and it's just rolled on from there. And I suppose lockdown kind of drove me on a bit more to do more of it.
Once you get collecting, it gets addictive.
It gets addictive. The little round fishing beads, I mean, I've found those.
That's hard work picking those up.
Daily basis though.
Yeah, wow.
But I can never leave them behind. I'm always,
I'm
always looking.
Yeah, I find that once I pick one thing up, I'm then on a mission and I can't walk past any. You've got it. Oh,
so
great.
Smarty lids, you know, they're a thing. I always regard them as a find. And then the odd, you know, kind of, you know, more unusual things are great as well.
Because it's being the coastline, it's generally it's predominantly fishing gear, but also a lot of it is single-use plastic.
A lot of it.
And this is the issue, because it's a lot of single-use plastic is generally quite avoidable. So what's your connection with the coast?
Well, I come from a family that my family have always had boats.
Right.
You know, we water skied, and we always had holidays. You know, we were fortunate that we often went to the south of France, and you know, it was always to do with the water. We spent a lot of our childhood, you know, down at the West Cliff or at Sandwich Bay, kind of larking about in the water. And I used to work for Sally Line.
Oh wow!
So you know, I've always been close to the sea.
I mean, Pegwell Bay is incredible, and I live and I see you out quite a lot. And it's a special area of conservation, a special protected area. It's a Ramsar site, international importance for wetland birds. It's an incredible place, isn't it? And the stuff we see washing in could be from the channel, and unfortunately from the recent Southern Water business, we've got a lot of toiletry products washing up that I see you've got in your artwork.
Completely.
So let's have a close-up at some of your work. This is a good one, these lighters, because we find these all the time on the beaches.
Well, it is. It's really astonishing.
Yeah, I love the way you've...
And quite a lot of them have still got fuel in.
Oh yeah.
So it's just...
Wow.
There's no value attached to things.
I love this one with the fishing reels, and you've written little poems on them as well.
Yeah. There is a whole poem just about, you know, hopefully thought-provoking about, you know, we don't want plastic in the sea, but these are just, you know, what I've found. Obviously they are from people fishing, along with the fishing beads, which are just, you know, always on the beach.
Yeah, this is a great one, these forks, and I guess these come from the fish stalls where they're selling cockles and winkles.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Look at those.
But, you know, I just find them, not every day, but I regularly find them in all different colours, and there's a lot of them out there. So, I mean, this piece is called Forking Disgusting.
Right.
Colourful language.
Yeah, great. Great. These plastic spoons. You've collected these lot. Are these from, I guess, ice creams?
Yeah, ice cream, you know, tubs, and again, myriad of colours, myriad of shapes and sizes, and I regularly find them. So again, they could be made from wood, but you know,
yeah, exactly.
It's just so disturbing.
It's pure profit. That's why they're plastic, because it's cheaper than wood and cardboard.
Yeah.
Wow. I love this one that you put inside the beach spade, all these bits of plastic.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Thanet, we are heavily relying on tourism a lot of the time, and people are leaving behind their buckets and spades. Either they're losing them or they just
they get
don't
washed
really care.
out to sea. I've got ones that are clearly very, very old, you know, and broken up ones, and then obviously all the pieces of microplastic.
This one has to be my favourite amongst all of it. I love it because when you rake back the sand, so go to the beach with a sieve and sieve any sand and there'll be a bit of plastic in it, and that's what this symbolises to me, and it's so colourful as well. And I noticed there's even a bird ring in there from possibly a pigeon.
Yeah, it is really disturbing. I just, you know, had the idea raking over the past, which is quite literally what we are doing, you know,
exactly.
all our past plastic, and I just thought it illustrated it really, really well, just what we're doing.
Yeah, is that the Sea-Link butter dish you were talking about?
That is the Sea-Link butter dish.
It's 38 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's something that I can only think is from the fishing industry, as the other pieces are as well. But it actually says Mevagissey on it. So whether that's come all the way from Cornwall or whether it's just a brand that's manufactured there or was historically, I don't know. But all things to do, as you know, the poem's called Hook, Line and Sinker.
Wow.
All things from the fishing industry.
So plastic in the ocean is really bad news, and when this amazing artwork, and what I love about this is art is supposed to stimulate conversation and debate, and this does more than any artwork I've seen, and having it all laid out like this is just absolutely fascinating. It really highlights what's in the ocean. But why is plastic bad in the ocean?
It starts off maybe as a larger piece, and then unfortunately it breaks down into lots of microplastics.
Yeah, this is it.
And those are, you know, going into the food chain. You know, they're being eaten by, you know, all kinds of creatures in the ocean, and you know, can quite seriously end up on your dinner plate. And you know, plastic is throughout the whole ecosystem, unfortunately, and people just don't realise that how much plastic is actually within them.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And how people think, oh well, that doesn't really affect me, but unfortunately it does.
Yeah, that's it. And what a great eye-opener to come and visit this exhibition as well, where you can really see everything.
And you know, when I think, you know, when you hear about the plastic out in the Pacific, you know, the great big kind of, you know, area that is just a whirlpool of
the
plastic.
gyres.
It's absolutely, I just think it's so frightening. And what it does to wildlife, you know, fishing line and, you know, all the things, you know, cups and things that creatures can get caught in and trapped in, and you see things, you know, dolphins and sea life with, you know, turtles, you know, trying to eat plastic bags.
So it's giving them a sense of false fullness.
Absolutely.
They've actually eaten a bag, not a jellyfish. And the chemical compounds of plastic are scientifically linked to cause cancer.
Yeah.
So what would you say your oldest find is?
I think one of the oldest is the Sea-Link. I think they're butter dish lids.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not Sea-Link Stenner, they are Sea-Link, and those Sea-Link hasn't operated for I think 37 years.
Wow.
Pieces of
That's
Lego.
nearly as old as me. Yeah. Wow. Lego.
Pieces of Lego, and that's recently been in the news. But that was 25 years ago that the container was lost with Lego in. I don't know about the Smarty lids, but there has been quite a lot of those. So they're quite
so it just stays there until someone picks it up.
Yeah, it's going round, churned around, in and out. You know, with the tide sunk to the bottom, and then when we have very rough seas, you know, a certain wind direction, it all gets washed up and into the bay. And now is the time of year when a lot will get churned up because of the type of weather that we're getting. So,
what would you say your most interesting find is?
False teeth.
Oh wow!
It's one of my favourites. Not a full set, but just a couple of teeth. I mean, I was like, wow, this is a find.
Yeah.
A drone that obviously pilot in composite.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
the camera, I was really pleased to find.
Yeah.
And obviously the camera film, which
Yeah, still
very
filming
few
it.
people use
Yeah, wow.
camera film now, but
So all this artwork really is quite something. I'll strongly urge you to come down and take a look, whatever age group. So how long's this on for?
it's on here at Eats and Beats in Addington Street in Ramsgate.
Right.
Until the end of February.
Right.
And they're open Friday, Saturdays and Sundays. So
Okay.
yeah, please come and see.
Brilliant, nice one. Cheers guys.
Thank you.